Hello guys, and welcome to my Interchange loot guide as of patch 0.8. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that there are a lot of little loot locations on the map. If you look all over, you can find gun crates, bags, and everything in between, but I will only be covering the ones that seem to be the most major and the most important. Some of the loot locations do require keys. Because not all of the spawn locations for them are known, I will not be going over where to find those keys. I may make an Interchange key guide in the future when there's more information available. Starting off, I'm going to use a couple maps that were posted to Reddit. This first map is a rough outline of the entire map of Interchange. The only problem is that the compass in the bottom right corner is actually incorrect. True north should be where it says south, so keep that in mind. The easiest way to find out where you are in the map is to look at the stores where all the storefronts are and all the names, all the shops, and that is actually going to be the west side. Now this map is going to be the second level of the main building. The reason I say it's the second level is you technically have to go up the short stairs to reach that, although some people might consider it the first level. I'm going to start with the loot locations in-game, so feel free to refer back to these maps if you need further direction. The timestamps for them will be in the description as well. The first location we will be covering is called the Generic Shop. The best way to get there is by entering at the front entrance of the middle building when looking at the entire complex. Go up the stairs and turn right immediately. And you should see this hallway with this little red light on your left. So go right past that and take your first left as well. Now you're going to want to take this corridor straight down for a little ways. Pretty much at the end of it is going to be the shop location. And as I'm about to show here in just a moment, the front of the shop does have like this little tank peering out, and it does have signs all over that do say the Generic Shop. So in that little hub area, it'll just be the one with the tank in the corner. This shop spawns various guns, body armor, helmets, and it also has 2 weapon crates that you can loot as well. Upon entering the store, if you turn slightly to the left, you should see a table and 2 mannequins. On that table there is an AK that spawns pretty commonly, and a helmet on one of the mannequins as well. Now if you turn around and go to the other side of the store, you'll see this little mannequin in the window. Usually any kind of body armor can spawn on that, anything from P.A.K.A. all the way to Fort. And in here, in this little cabinet, you can usually find a couple weapons. There's actually a chance for a DVL spawn in there as well, and ammo and magazines. The second location is going to be by far the most lucrative. It is called the Kiba gun store, and is actually right next door to the Generic Shop. A key is needed to access the store. Although the location of the key is extremely rare and not known to have a static spawn, it is believed to be able to spawn in any scav pocket on any map. And even though I don't have a key, as you can see through the window, on the wall there's several kitted out RSASs, there's a DVL, there's an AK, M4s are known to spawn there as well, and that's only one of I believe 2 walls, and there's a couple other gun spawns in there as well. So if you're just looking to get some straight cash, there are plenty of places on the map to get it. If you go to the right of the middle building in the front of the complex, you will come across a building named Ollie that has plenty of registers in it. About half the registers or so are locked, but there's still plenty to loot. I've actually heard that there may be a key to the locked registers. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find one myself. Looting all these registers should get you somewhere close to even just 100,000 rubles, so I would be careful while you're looting because you're obviously an easy target, but it's worth it if you don't have much to lose. This next spot is also going to be another location where there's a lot of registers. Personally, this is where I've actually gotten most of my money on the map. If you look at this corner I'm pointing at, this is actually going to be on the far left side if you're looking from the front of the stores. So technically I'm kind of on the north, and if you just follow the ramp up the building, you'll see this little open garage that you can enter to get to the registers. Then you're going to want to turn right and go straight until you come into this large open area. You know you're in the right place when you can look around and see this big dumpster fire going on. If you're having trouble actually finding out where this location is, if you look from the outside at the top of the building, you'll actually see smoke coming out, and that's where this location is going to be. And as you can see here in this open area, there is just absolutely a ton of registers. Again, some of them are locked, but most of them you will be able to open and loot. Now this first spot is actually going to be on the south side by the wall. If you go underneath the garage and turn left right away, you'll see this little military tent. Now as you can see in the tent on the table, I was able to find an MP5 suppressor, and if you turn and look on the boxes, there will be a grenade crate on top of there. If you exit the tent and continue to go through the garage, you'll come to this little corridor on your right. If you continue down that corridor, at the end you'll see some stacked boxes together, and on top will be another grenade crate. If you go ahead and start out at the front again on the west side, this is going to be a little closer to the northwest side. You'll see this big red building. And if you go underneath in the parking garage, there is going to be multiple military tents. In these tents, you'll usually find, again, some weapon parts, possibly a weapon, medical supplies, and there are weapon crates. We're going to start off again on the northwest side, the front of the complex, and you're going to want to go through the Idea building. And when you go up the stairs, you're going to see this playground. Go past the playground, take an immediate left, and you'll see this escalator. This next spawn is going to have one low-tiered weapon of any kind. Usually it's like an AK or a Vepr, but I know a P.A.K.A. also has a chance to spawn nearby. You're going to want to go down the escalator and turn around, and underneath it will be the spawn. In this clip I only found a Vepr. It's not really worth it to go out of your way to get to this spawn, but if you're in the area, I would definitely recommend it. Keep in mind that this is only one of very many weapon spawns throughout the entire map. AKs, smaller weapons have lots and lots of little spawns. This is just one that I've particularly found. This last location is going to be fairly straightforward. You're going to want to start off in the middle building in the front entrance again, and when you go up the stairs, instead of turning this time, keep going straight. And you'll find on your left something called the Mantis store, and it's absolutely full of medical supplies. Even though there's nothing great here like armor or weapons, it's really nice, especially if you're going through therapist's quests. If you need certain medical supplies for a raid, it spawns all sorts of things, bandages, morphine, it has a couple medical bags in there, so it's definitely worth it if you need those supplies. Well guys, that's going to be it for now. If any new crazy spawn locations come up and the devs update it and add something else to the map, I of course will make a follow-up to this video and a part 2 to an Interchange loot guide. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and a comment, let me know how I can improve, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.